What's up guys, Edquarters here, and today we're going to be looking at The Endless Express, which is a game from a team that they've put up on itch that they were unable to finish. They started off with great expectations and big dreams, but in the end they found that it was too hard. But instead of just consigning the product to history, they decided to put up what they'd done so far on itch. And it's a shame that they couldn't continue with it, because what is there is very odd and very different. And although some of it's a bit clunky, some of it doesn't work, it was a work in progress, and what was there is very interesting. Like the little frog mouth that opens as the pause menu. And here's some of the dialogue. Hey, hey, wake up, what are you doing here? And you get choices. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. And then you find out that you're on a train and you've got to try and find your way home, and that would have formed the core of the game. I assume, at least. And then you wake up and you are on this lovely coloured train with the blue and the pink. You find that the music is enchanting and the characters that you meet there are all just very different, and there's no driver on the train. It appears to drive itself, and here's some little frog things that wouldn't look out of place in a Studio Ghibli movie. Here's the train timetable, and there's our watch. Who can read this? Dear traveller, we have heard your complaints and are working on a clearer timetables for your beloved train network. We have hired cheap college students working for exposure. They're cheap and don't hesitate to do unpaid overtime, so the results will probably be amazing. Meantime, be bear with the current timetable. So that's a little nod to the developers being college students, I assume. And then, oh, there's our little pause menu there. There's another train coming quick across the tracks. That was blue, so I'm assuming that one heads somewhere else. Here's some of the frogs things. Jason. So this here, I think, is a Heavy Rain reference to the start of the game where you're looking for your son Jason with the red balloon, which is one of the best moments in gaming. You press a button and you shout Jason. If you haven't seen that, it's fantastic. But here it's Stefan. Anyway, so I squeezed past the little frog things here and found an ice cream stall with a melting ice cream man. It's such a hodgepodge mix of ideas here, and you can jump on trains and go to other stations. There's not that many stations. I'm assuming there would have been more in the final game, but all of the ones that are featured have their own music, and this one's got rain and a lovely little lighthouse that going on. And you can see that they are quite bare, but it sort of works in this expansive horizon landscape of this block colour. It makes each location feel unique, and it's a shame that the developers couldn't finish it. And the characters are quirky, I suppose. The dialogue's fine, it's serviceable, but I don't know what the final story of the game would have been. I mean, here you can find the lost frog, who's a bit of a troublemaker, and he's at the top of this lighthouse here, and you can cross and you can see some ships on the horizon, and you can get a little watering can to water stuff with, like that. And so that probably would have solved some puzzle, maybe, in the final game. For the time being, it doesn't really seem to do anything, but I decided that I should water all the plants outside the lighthouse, because I'm a good citizen. And then I go and chuck it in my inventory room from my portable little magic portal. I think I can just leave it here on the solid bathwater and leave again. Oh, there it goes. And I love the pause menu. That's just fantastic. All games should have a little portal that just pops up and you go into your little own private room. And up the lighthouse, there's our little frog friend. as the light on the lighthouse. Maybe you would have turned that on in the final game. Don't know. Have a little chat to him. Hello, tiny little frogman. There we go. See, the wind, the tranquility. Yeah, shouldn't you be with your buddies? And so, I don't know, I assume he'd be able to rescue, in inverted commas, this guy, or leave him there. And that would probably play out? I don't know. It's a very bare bones thing, but I'm glad that the team has put it out there, because so many games go through years of development and then it just stops and you never see them see the light of day unless they're leaked or whatever. And so you don't see all these interesting ideas that were quite interesting but not driven enough to get to the end point, and so they're just thrown on the scrap heap, stored on some hard drive somewhere, and they never see the light of day, which is a shame because I'm sure in the history of video games there's quite a few interesting ideas that could have been gleaned from them. Maybe, I don't know. So we take it all in and then we get on a train. And I think I'll leave the video there. That was the Endless Express. I suggest you check it out. It's over on itch. I'll leave a link in the description. But that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.